guys, so today I'm creating this look for you. It's sort of a Rio de Janeiro carnival green yellow party cut crease. No idea what I'm calling this video yet. I thought it would be ideal for anybody for a night out. It's sultry, it's fun, it's just a good time basically. Super easy to do. I use the new Morphe by James Charles palette. Absolutely in love with the pigment in this palette. Takes a bit of blending sometimes, but stunning colour payoff. Absolutely stunning, as you can see. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, just keep watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get on into the video. Bye guys.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a look using the James Charles palette, as you see here. It's an amazing palette, this. Right, I do apologise in advance for my voice today, as I am absolutely full of cold and really struggling, so if I do sound a bit strange, you know why. Right, so here we go. To start with, I'm going to be using, let's have a look, the yellow colour, which is called B, out of the James Charles palette, I think, and I think I'm going to be using Social Blade, the green colour, along with that, but I'll probably mix in some other colours along the way. We'll just wait and see. So, let's get started. I'm going to prime my eyes first using the shade Soft Ochre by MAC Paint Pot. Absolutely stunning base colour this, especially after setting it. Everything just goes on so much more smoothly. Being cold makes my brain not work. So now I'm setting it using a Revolution setting powder. Now taking the shade Punch Me, I'm going to just carve out my crease. As you can see, I'm quite impressed by the pigment just from dabbing my brush. So using a tapered fluffy brush by Morphe, I'm just putting in this shade in my crease just to act as a blend out shade for when I'm using the bright colours later on. So now our transition shade is all done. I think we'll start with our bright yellow shade, which is the shade B. Absolutely unreal colour payoff this. I am in love with this palette. The shades in it are stunning. So we go over our transition shade with the colour B and drag it down onto our lid just to emphasise the colour a bit more. We'll also take it up onto our brow bone over our transition colour, which as you can see is darkening the shade B just slightly more. Now I'm going to cut my crease using the Perfect Match concealer. Put a bit of this on the back of my hand and use a brush by Morphe, which is specifically designed for cutting creases. And I'm just going to go in and cut my crease. I must say this brush makes it so much easier and I would really recommend it. All Morphe brushes are amazing, and obviously this one specifically is perfect for this job. So now I'm just going to set that concealer. By setting the concealer when you do this sort of look, it helps to make the powder eyeshadows go on a lot smoother and blend out a lot easier. So I would thoroughly recommend it. I think my dog just farted then. You're so lucky you can't smell it. He smells like rotten cabbage when he lets rip. Thank you, dog. So now, instead of the bright green shade, I'm going to take a slightly muted shade which is called Daddy out of the palette and just put that on my outer corners. This will really help darken the look later on when it comes to putting on our neon green. It'll give a bit more dimension. So now I'm going to take the shade Social Blade, I think, yep, there we go, on a flat fluffy brush, and I'm going to press this in onto where is still light on the lid. Now I'm just doing this very lightly to start off with and making sure it blends in with the Daddy shade that we've got on the outer corner. Later we will go over this with a spritz of MAC Plus just to brighten up the colour a bit more.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go.
So as you can see, once we've spritzed on the MAC Fix Plus onto this colour, it emphasises the colour so much more than just straight on. If you want a dramatic eye, I would really recommend this technique. Any fix spray would work, but MAC has got to be the best. So now, going back into our yellow shade, into B, we're going to just go over the crease just to emphasise that yellow a bit more. This will end up looking like the Brazilian flag, but that was the kind of look I was going for, and to be honest I am so amazed by how this look turned out. I'm not a big fan of bright colours, but this was just my most favourite look I've done recently. So there you see, I've gone into the shade 10% off and just gone over the crease just to add a bit more warmth to it. This really pays off later on when you're looking at the look. Right, now taking flashback, I'm putting this white shade in my inner corner just to open the eyes a bit. This really does help, especially if you put highlight on top of it, which I think I do later on in the film. Now going back into Daddy, I'm just going to darken up the outer corners again. See, as we've gone over it with the lighter green shade, the Social Blade. So just going over it again with this fluffy brush just to emphasize the shape of our eyes. Gives a really nice cat eye almond look by doing this. Now I quite like a dark outer eye, so I'm going to take the shade Benny, which is quite a dark brown, quite cool toned, and just put that on the outer corners just to emphasize that dark green a bit more. Dark browns and dark greens work really well together. Right, so now I'm going to go off and do my eyebrows really quickly. I don't really think this is necessary for people to see, which is why I've put it so quickly. If you ever want an in-depth video on me doing my eyebrows, just let me know. I tend to use the Morphe brow pomade, and their tools are just amazing. I recommend Morphe for the rest of my days. I've never had a bad product from Morphe. little boy always has to be with me when I'm filming. Always there. Little Reggie Rowe. And he loves to give kisses. Absolutely loves it. He's such a film star, my little boy. So guys, as you can see, I have actually done my base now, and now I'm just going to do some contour and setting under my eyes. I love the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette for this. The neutral colours in this are amazing. I really need to top up my palette, seeing as you can now get refill shades, I've been told. Now taking the Morphe 9B palette, which is my most used palette I think, taking this sort of terracotta-y light shade and just putting that on the apples of my cheeks and dragging it back towards my hairline. I love to make my cheekbones stand out, and I find that this really helps, this technique. Now on a small definer brush, I'm going to take the dark green shade. Oh hang on, no, this is a pencil brush. I'm going to take the dark green shade, Daddy, and just put that on the outer of my, well, on the whole of my under eye, but as close to the lash line as possible, on the bottom lash line. This will bring the whole look together. Now I'm going to go over it with Social Blade again, just to brighten it up. We're basically mirror imaging our top eye on the bottom. And we blend it all out using another pencil brush, but in the shade B. Now we're taking the definer brush in the shade Benny and just going to rub that straight along the lash line, on the bottom lash line, just to darken it up, and it'll really make your eyes pop by using this technique. Make sure to blend it in with your top lash line, which will also help to create that wing effect. Now taking this small definer brush, I think I'm dipping into the Mary Luminizer highlighter here from the Balm. I'm just going to highlight my inner corners and just drag that also into the top eyelid space. And then we're just going to tight line our eyes using a black waterproof eyeliner. Now I think we'll be taking our liquid liner from NYX. This is an amazing liner and it lasts so long. This is the matte one, and we're just going to do a wing on our lid. This eyeliner allows you to get right up close to the eyelashes. I never have a problem with a gap, and it's so easy to use and so slick. It's beautiful from NYX. As many of you know, I'm a Yorkshire girl, can't do anything without a cup of tea, which is really killing me with this cold, as you're not meant to have milk when you've got a cold. I haven't had a cup of tea in 2 days and it is killing me. So now we're just going to take our MAC Fix Plus, after posing in the camera for a few minutes. We're going to take our MAC Fix Plus and just set our base and our eyes. Then we're going to let that dry for a minute. If you move your face too much whilst it's drying, it can set into all the fine lines and cracks in your face. So best to just stay still, even though I just decide to keep posing and pulling stupid faces. As you can see, I've put some mascara on my lashes and curled them, all in preparation for some falsies, which I will put on in a second. So now I'm taking Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics for my highlight, and just putting this using a highlighting brush from Morphe again on the tops of my cheekbones. Excuse me. And I'll also be putting it on my nose, top of my lip, Cupid's bow, and probably somewhere else. There we go. And back on the inner corner with the original highlight just to blend it all in, and on my brow bones. Now you can put any lipstick on you want with this. The bolder the better, I think. But I've used sort of a grey toned liquid lipstick from NYX Cosmetics, and it's lovely, absolutely lovely texture, and they stay put for hours, these liquid lipsticks. So there you have it, guys, that's the finished look. If you enjoyed this look, just give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And here you have me posing after doing a final spritz of Fix Plus. You'll get to see me pose and show off this look. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.